Howdy, folks. Extraordinarily sweaty garage nerd here. I'm gonna just take it slow at the beginning. Community guidelines. Community guidelines. Community guidelines. I do not care if you like or subscribe. I do not care. It's fine. But I do have like 100 more videos I wanted to upload just to see what they would do. So don't cancel me just yet. But I'm on a rant. I'm pissed off as shit. All right, yeah, it's been like 50 seconds, so I can curse now, right? Jesus fucking Christ! Sorry, I've got a Tourette's. I got it from TikTok. Titan bubble, Titan submarine, Titanic. I think any competent engineer, competent super senior engineer, somebody who's really badass, feels the same. Sorry. You know. But anyway, let's see here. Engineering. Oh my God. Doesn't matter. The details aren't important here. But they were important there. Nothing wrong with going to the bottom of the ocean in a vessel of sorts, whatever is the right thing to use. But what? This okay, of course. Why did this duck I'm trying to stop myself from cursing now, and that's not gonna work. This is not a video for people who are upset by anything. This is just for old engineers and just jerks and stuff like that. So fuck off if you can't handle it. It's bad stuff here. I actually look pretty angry. That makes me happy. Well, fuck them. What was this guy? Rush got it wrong as fuck. Everything wrong. I think the title of this video should be exactly what happened to the Titan. Well, she popped. But there's more details. I'll deliver something. There's speculation at the least. But for that, these people that are anti-safety and these people that are super safety are absolutely intolerable groups of people. Except for the safety people, because they're actually nowhere near a big problem in my world, but that's America, so yeah. If you live somewhere in Europe, I guess there's probably some additional help that you'll receive doing your work. Nonetheless, God bless America, because we allow for you to be stupid enough exactly how you want to be. You can live in America and then do something stupid in the ocean if you're rich. Okay? Big deal. Anyways, why did I not upload this video the other day when I first heard of this thing, and I was like, never heard of any of this crap before, and then I see this thing and I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It just looked so stupid. And then so I think I've done a total of 15 to 25 minutes, maybe 35 over the past few days of very, very shallow looking into this. Like, you know, I mean, I went to Wikipedia and I looked at the number or whatever they said it was. It doesn't mean it's the right number or related, whatever. But anyways, the thickness of the hull and the construction of the vehicle. Okay, so we've got a titanium sphere, titanium nickel. It doesn't matter. This is not critical. Okay, but it's a sphere, hemispherical, that is bolted. You're bolted in. I love bolting things down, but I would never bolt a human down. But I mean, you know, this is some, for example, okay, being bolted in the side of something. I mean, if you trust your team, I mean, this is, regardless, man, this is something that can be managed, all right? But like, it is a little bit weird. You know, just a dumb design. Like, why would you do that? So the culture of this dude is what I'm glad died with this fucking guy. Because this guy is going to kill the culture of you know, yeah, okay. The testing for, I'm sure the whole thing about, you know, testing and certifying something that's and it's let's just say you know that had nothing to do with the problem. Any of that, none. The tediousness and expense. Let's assume the process for inspection of a vessel to be the peer-reviewed inspection by the industry, the company that does that, and everybody that does the thing that goes with that goes to that company to get the stamp to check the thing. Just how it's done. It's just proper. It's just, you know, come on. The officialness of it and all of that is there, but the thing is, he didn't need to pay anybody to get his evaluation. He failed before he ever fucking went down in that thing. It is already well known to be this guy. I mean, the thing is, well, you just, you know, he's gonna get everybody killed. So the thing is that the engineers around you that are any good, you'll be able to. There's absolutely no problem to find somebody to try to bust your balls if you just got some basic things for them, like the ability to check it out and some pizza and a couple water bucks or whatever. Come on, or who knows? It just these things are easily acquired. If you deserve inspection, if you deserve the engineer's attention and criticism, then you got it. This guy didn't deserve to be anywhere near any kind of composite structures or anything like that. This clown, god damn. So you gotta like, I saw that he'd gotten a letter from, his mates, not mates, they were mates, they're all mates, everybody's mates, but this guy. And I hope that the industry, whatever they're doing, I hope that I hope they get a lot more customers, because they'll be able to, you can demonstrate that something works. Going down to the Titanic, let me tell you, there's a fucking point. There's videos of the shit. It's a fucking old ass ship down to the bottom of the ocean with a bunch of dead people in it and a bunch of fucking slimy ass fish, and the pressure is fucking crucial. 400 bar. Damn. So, well, we misunderstand some things that are a little bit, when you're dealing with extraterrestrial environments, when you're dealing with how do you operate a robot in an oven? How do you operate a robot in lava? How do you operate a robot on the surface of the sun? These things are actually possible. Of course, all of them are, but in the development of these things, you don't have to jump inside and all that. And it's just, what's the point? What's the point? I don't think that I would get in a vehicle that hasn't gone under like at least 1 to 10,000 tests. Something like this, like an airplane or a rocket or a submarine. I'll be your 11,000th customer if I can afford it, or you invite me. But I'll probably be just about as safe as your first customer, as you've done the thing so many times. You have so many copies of it. You've seen all the things that go wrong with these things. You don't make one ball and be like, this is my ball. And then you go down to the bottom of the ocean with a ball. Look at these people. Whoop, money. Thank you. Come again. Whoop, they died. Whoop, whoop, we died. The end. Respect to the family. God damn it, I'm so sorry. But the fucking there's a lesson here. The thing is to respect the people who were fucked by this fucking dumb fuck. We need to give a proper, like, there's zero fucking chance I would have got on the fucking thing. I wouldn't get it on the fucking ground. I would have fucking knocked the motherfuckers out that were gonna get on. I'd be like, do not do it. I would have made a lot of money too. I bet all of them would give me $1 million for that advice before they got on. But only there was nobody doing that. Apparently, nobody doing that. And given that this is not ordinary stuff, like you're not getting into, I mean, people. Adventure stuff has no royal fucking road. You gotta have strength. You gotta have fucking clues. And you gotta have backup and all kinds of money and all this shit. You need all this shit to do some crazy experimental stuff that you need. You need everything. You need to, the point of taking a risk doing something like this, what's the point? There's no point. There's no need. We've taken risks before, past, it's over. Anything worth a damn now that is of any crazy interest of danger, a safety of anything or anything of interest, if you cannot like remotely control it, if you cannot, here's the thing. I'm just gonna go right into the future here with the It gets more and more complicated as I add more things to this rant, but why not? I don't give a fuck. The way to fix this problem is a way to fix a lot of other problems too. So it's really a bonanza. Get ups. Okay, so your software defined everything. All right, this just means that the specification, the whole fucking thing is a master plan from beginning to end. You specify the design as designed. Okay, you've got your AutoCAD. You better have a model of everything, or at least a data type of it. If you just at least can, whatever, you must have it all. That you have the specs to build so that you can machine the build. Because humans, when they build things, they have variability. So if you want to use humans to build things, you need to, test more, because things make weird little differences in some of this stuff. I mean, that matter. I mean, I hate to spill my gallium on the critical aluminum frame or something, or titanium has special issues on its own, but and that's one of the other things that upset me about this. I like titanium, it's always the cool thing, it's the cooler one. That's the one that you can't, your Cybertruck won't be, well, because the stainless is better, that's the thing. Yeah, titanium is awesome, but of course, titanium is a material, and materials have properties. And those properties are affected by temperature and pressure incredibly, super incredibly. And then the interactions change with things in the environment that you wouldn't expect. Let's go to acrylic, for example. Because this is probably how it happened. Let's say, I'm going to do 5,000 digressions and get back to every single goddamn one of them. If I miss one, I'll you can, and you're upset about it, comment and I'll deliver you double back your money and all. New refund in the form of another hour lecture. Acrylic is a plastic. And the plastication of it was the this stuff here, it's hot as hell in this room, right? Oh! Damn! Snapped! Probably the humidity had gotten in there and weakened it. And, oh yeah. Amazing stuff a sapphire screen is on a phone. You can, rub it against all kinds of hard things, but if you poke it with a sharp poker, where's my poker? If you poke it, this is supposed to be offensive, pointing and poking. Pointing you. Here's me. Point one back. If you point one at yourself while you point at somebody else, it's it's not offensive anymore, is it? No, it's anyways. If I compress a gas, like air, to 400 bar, well, first it's going to get hot, but let's say I, cool it down or wait for it to cool down. Then I let it out into a vessel. It's probably going to, you're gonna, when it comes out of you, when you uncrack it into a low pressure atmosphere, it's probably going to shoot out like maybe even, 1 bar. It just shoot out some like liquid there. Because when you go about 100 and some bar, compress down and then get it back to the temperature it was, and then uncompress, you fluidized the air. Liquid water. No, liquid air. Liquid air. Liquid air. That's a French company. What do we got here? Arc 3 gases. That's the real man shit. I only am rambling on that one because of just the significance of certain benign phenomenon at regular pressures is so much different than when you're in high pressure. See, it's a high pressure environment, a little bubble, a little void crack, a little whatever, okay? I don't think... I'm going to cut some digressions short and say this. Nothing too strong ever broke. The Titan was some weak ass shit. A plastic window. I bet it was just like 1 freaking layer too. Whatever. If it was 2 layers. It doesn't matter what they did because they did it wrong. Well, what did they coat it with coating stuff? I don't know. See, these details don't matter because the engineer that did this thing is the problem. I'm sure he'd find another way to fuck everything up because he did. It just didn't completely fuck everything up before, so he survived because. I think they had the one thing I read was like one time they went, because they successfully went down like, whatever, a handful of missions before it popped. It popped on like mission 5 or something. And maybe it was mission 7 or maybe it was mission 4, but nonetheless, that's an incredible amount of stupid customers. I see it though. I mean, if you're okay to not understand something and get inside of it or get involved with it, then hopefully it's something that's, been around a lot of engineers. So, your freaking Toyota Prius. And your Titan ball sack are not equally risky. I would rather drive like the OG Prius than oh God, what am I talking about here? I think the Prius is actually good now. I think they actually fixed the problem where it looks like, the impotent balding guy's fucking embarrassment van. Now I'm really gone off topic. I think I'm properly becoming exhausted or something like that because I already was thinking. Basically, when acrylic is colder, it's more brittle. I think the temperature down there is 32 Fahrenheit or 0 C or whatever, right? Roughly there. It's freezing, but it's just too high pressure to freeze. That would have been a cold freaking hold me. I mean, like, I'm cold. Somebody let the warmth in. Fucking This is the punishment of reality, is that if you don't have the right information and you're just trying to impress the people around you or go with the flow, there's so many ways to go wrong. For example, if your house, say you're on if you're over there in the Ukraine, right, and you live in your house, and then maybe there's like a thunderstorm or something, well, you can weather that one out. But see, if you don't leave and then the Russians come, then you're not gonna just not be seen. You're gonna be cleared out. You're gonna die, okay, if you're just a civilian there, waiting to, you know, like if you're me, if you're male, you're done. Like, unless you're old or super young. But what the hell? But that's the thing. If you didn't get the memo that war is just, you know, absolute hellish killing and murdering, basically, what else could it be? Then you get killed, and then the same thing, like, you know, the guys, they go out and somebody did not check to see if there was a minefield there, and then they step into that, and then they die. They didn't check. I'm looking above my head now because I'm thinking, I wonder if there's anything up there to follow me. Nope, I'm safe. There's a plastic tube here that's totally fine. But, man, you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. But what to do, what to know? How do you know what you don't know? Well, you gotta have a thirst for knowledge. But if you have a thirst for profit and you're in a rush, you know, to influence people, and you don't actually care about what you're doing, what did this rush to do what? The rush to do what? Cameron had already done it. He did it. He won, and he didn't die. I mean, his thing was pretty awesome, to be honest, and he, you know, he had a lot of money and stuff from being successful with other things, so I guess he probably had skill too. He was competent. And, you know, I think, like, that kind of deal, like where you go on that adventure with the next level thing, is rare. And there's no, like, you know, like right now, okay, if a couple YouTubers got together, you know, a little collab, little nerdy collab, do a little project. If the project was to, you know, go into space, maybe take some orbits or go to the moon. I mean, this is so much worse than like the Soviets. You know, they also had this problem. They didn't test. They were not rigorous. You have to be rigorous as fuck. Right. The thing is, your rigorousness has to be overpowered. You really actually need to do more than just be completely rigorous. You need to actually give zero fucks at sometimes and just take your whole thing and just hit it with sledgehammer and throw it off. You find, take all those brand new parts that you got to put together your thing and then screw them up. Make them wet, make them dry, make them hot, make them cold, make them bomb. You know, if your thingy is sensitive to a point. God, and this guy was using a Logitech like game controller. Like that's what I made, like little remote control cars, like when I was a kid, and controlled them with game controllers. It's fine for, you know, if you're just hanging out with your friends, getting high in the backyard, you know, but like you want to have. You don't want to go down there without like a couple layers, a couple backups. I mean, This is just, it's on, this vessel's, the stupidity is spherical in this case. I think you could probably do better with a toroidal vessel. But, you know, if you make it a foot thick, you can make it a square, probably. 400 bar for titanium this thick. I mean, you weigh 1,000,000 pounds, but so what? Then you'll know where it's going. Yeah, like this, there was no like search for this thing. Like, you know, I mean, the Navy was fucking like hearing the whole thing live, if not sooner. But like, you know, they've got, the United States government has like microphones and stuff like that out in goddamn everywhere. Now, they don't really care what you're doing unless you're doing something interesting somewhere, but then they'll pay attention. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I heard some banging. I need to go to bed, but I've still got enough in me to upload this terrible video that I will delete when I wake up. I definitely lost a couple of digressions so far. It's definitely rambling, definitely don't look cool. But it's actually, I think it should be, this might be watchable because it's clear or something. And I don't know. You never know what I'm going to say. I don't even know what to say. This is like a dying culture, these anti-safety people. You know, it's like back in the in the 1800s, there's these dudes, it's like, basically they're very against like machines having like guards on the belts and stuff. There's a little bit of wisdom in this, folks, because here's the thing. Let me add some more details here. Well,